Another perfect morning out here at Churchill Downs. We're just a few days away from this year's Kentucky Derby. It is supposed to shape up to be 90 degrees for racing today. It's certainly going to be a hot one. We'll first catch up. Here's Daddy Knows Best. He was out on the track earlier this morning before the break. He's now back in his barn area getting a bath after he went and jogged around the track. Next, we'll catch up with Liaison, who was also out on the track before the break. And he was out there just doing another light jog, and we're catching him walking back now to his barn. Here's Union Rags now waiting before the break. He'll head out after the break along with several other Derby horses, along with a few Florida shippers who are in town finally, and they'll get ready to head out and put some work in. And also passing through, here's I'll Have Another heading out to the track. We'll catch up with both of them on track and afterwards. Here's our first look at Take Charge Indy with Calvin Burrell aboard, and they shipped in from Florida yesterday, and he's certainly looking good out on the track right now. Here's I'll Have Another passing by us for the first time, and the Doug O'Neill barn was once again the place to be this morning. Here's Bodie Meister on the gallop by us. Our first look now at Gemologist, who also shipped in yesterday from Florida for Todd Pletcher. Todd Pletcher really likes this colt, let me tell you. Here's El Padrino, also in the Todd Pletcher stable. He'll race on Saturday. Here's a look at Done Talking, our Illinois Derby winner. We featured him a little bit yesterday. He's out on the track once again this morning. Optimizer drew in yesterday, and he'll race for the coach, D. Wayne Lucas, in this year's Kentucky Derby. Here's a quick look at Alpha. We saw him again yesterday. We'll see him once again this morning out on the track. Here's another look at El Padrino, who's getting in a jog this morning out on the track after flying in yesterday from Florida. Here's a look now. Here's Perspective, getting a gallop in once again this morning. We've seen him quite often out on the track here for the past few days. Here's Take Charge Indy again coming by us one more time. Calvin Burrell is aboard. I heard Pat Byrne say this colt is fantastic. Grace Hall now, who's going to be your favorite in the Kentucky Oaks. I just wanted to feature her a little bit. Now here's Dullahan on his gallop by us one more time. And coming off the track now, here's Union Rags and Michael Matz. And also, we're going to see behind them Take Charge Indy heading back to the barn area. And Pat Byrne, I was standing next to him as they were coming out of the gap here, and he is really fond of his colt. But now we're going to head back here in the barn area. Here's Rousing Sermon coming by us, and Creative Cause will be behind him. And behind Creative Cause, we're going to catch up with Trinneberg, and we're also going to catch up with the jockey who will be on Trinneberg in this year's Kentucky Derby, and see what his chances are and see what he feels, if he has to be on the lead or not.
Obviously, there's a lot of questions to answer for this distance, but I know these people wouldn't just run in the race just to run it. They're here to win it too, and we're chasing a dream just like everybody else. We have, one of the top 2 years in the country. We just got to show up on Saturday. This is my 5th Derby, so I'm just pleased to have a very tactical horse. We don't believe we have to be on the lead, but if that's the case, then we're just going to take what they give us. We're not going to sure push him for it. I don't think we have to. And just stick to the plan. And like I say, Trinneberg is full of surprises. And his performance in the last 2 races have been awesome. He's come into this race with a lot of confidence. He's given us a lot of confidence. And we're just going to try to have some fun like everybody else on Saturday.